If you're a music producer and want to start a YouTube channel to market and promote yourself, I got you. I'm going to show you what equipment you need to get started and how to batch record to save time making your content. It's a great day to be alive. I know you would rather be just making music, but it's a new day and age, so you got to put yourself out there. Let me show you what gear you need to get started. Number one, you're going to need a way to record yourself. Now, you more than likely have a phone, so you can use your phone to record high quality content. These new phones nowadays have 4K video, and even 1080p HD is still good enough for YouTube. The camera I'm recording on right now is a Sony a6100, and it does 4K and 1080p, but for this video, I've recorded a lot of footage with my phone just to show you that you can do it without having a fancy camera. The next thing you need is a tripod or desk mount. Now this is key when you want to do static shots or take B-roll. So you set up your camera on the tripod and then you go do your activities so you have background footage. I have a tripod and a desktop mount so that way I can keep my camera on my desk as a permanent setup and use the tripod when I need to move. Third, you'll need a microphone to capture your audio. If you're using your phone, it comes with an internal microphone, but you might want an external mic for better sound quality. Right here, you can see my small little shotgun microphone made by Rode. I also have a longer shotgun mic that can capture better audio. I have another mic that stays at my desk, and that's the main microphone that I use to capture my dog when I'm doing my tutorials. You can even get a lavalier mic to clip on to yourself. There are so many different type of microphones. Don't get caught up at the beginning about the quality. As long as you're getting stuff out and working towards building up, that's all that matters. The next thing you need is some lights. Now, wherever you're recording, it may have great natural light, and I love the look of natural light, but you may be in a room that doesn't have windows. So the one thing to focus on is getting a key light or main light, and that's just the light I have right here shining right in front of my face. You can get other field lights in the background to add accent colors, but you don't need it right away. And hey, your overhead light in your room may be enough to look good to put your videos on YouTube. So you don't have to get crazy with the lights. You can always upgrade as you go, but having one good key light is a great starting point. Depending on what type of music videos you're doing, whether you're doing tutorials, gear reviews, or just talking or recording your DAW and showing people, you'll need some way to capture that. Now, what I use personally is OBS. It's a free software, and I use a dual PC system to capture. And I'm not going to go over the whole overview. If you want a video of how I capture my DAW, let me know in the comments and I'll make that video. But you'll need some kind of software to capture your DAW if you want to record and show people tutorials. If you just want to talk to camera, different things like that, then all you need is just the camera. You got all your equipment. Now you need some way to put the stuff together and put it out on social media or YouTube. Editing software. Now for the editing software, I use DaVinci Resolve. They have a free version and a paid version, but the free version does so many things. I really like the program, and they also have another free editor that I use called CapCut, and it makes it fast. They have automatic text translations. It's just different transitions you can use. So you can use those two programs in combination to edit your videos. You might already have some editing software on your PC or Mac, depending on which system you have. I know Macs come with iMovie. I don't know if PC comes with a editor. They may have a default editor, but DaVinci Resolve and CapCut are definitely two free editors you should check out. Now that you know what equipment to use, let's dive into batch recording your content. The biggest mistake people start off is not researching and planning your ideas and how you're going to film your content. Everybody is busy. You don't know what's going to pop up. Things can come up in your life you need to do. You might be working full time, only doing this part time. So it's best to research and plan of how you're going to shoot, edit, record, upload all this content. So that way you're not just running every day behind. You're staying a little bit ahead of schedule, so you're able to take a break, relax, and get your content out. I start my research by browsing YouTube. I stumbled upon this community post from this content creator. I was reading the comments and I saw this. I instantly thought, that's a great idea. This also came up in my feed. It's the community post from PLV Music. This is her newsletter, almost outlining the same thing that this video is about. You may be thinking, you're just stealing content. Well, I am, but I ain't. Every creator has a different audience. It may be the same message, but a different creator may be able to explain things that you resonate with that the other one doesn't really quite get around, but you like both of them. Think about when you're in school. They have different teachers that teach the basic math. Now, you can argue, well, all we need is one person teaching math. But there's different ways and different learning styles that makes this teacher different, that works for some people, makes this teacher different, that works for some people. So now that I have a topic for my video, I start to brainstorm of different type of content ideas I can make from that one idea. This is where the process of starting batch recording starts from. Here's my strategy. I start with long form content for my YouTube channel. I create 2 videos instead of 1. After I finish that, I make about 10 short clips for social media. Depending on the topics, it takes me around 2 to 4 hours to create all this. But now I have content for a whole month. The key is staying organized. I use Notion to edit, write scripts, take notes, do a whole bunch of things that relate to my content. And stick around to the end where I show you how to get a month's worth of content from a couple of long form pieces for YouTube. Let's start with long form video. 1 is good, but 2 is better. I mentioned earlier how instead of just making 1 video, you want to make 2. This is the key to really staying organized. So for my upload schedule, I do once a week. That's what I started off where I can manage. But if I'm doing 2 videos at once, now that's 2 weeks of content I have for just YouTube. So while I'm recording this video, I'm actually recording another video at the same time. Remember I mentioned Notion? So I'm gonna touch upon Notion in this video just a little bit, but then there's a deeper breakdown of how I actually use Notion to research, plan, and my template. And that's what I'm gonna show you because people don't stay organized. So that's from one idea, I'm able to get 2 videos and I'm doing it all at once. So I'm recording all my talking head footage for both videos in this one setting. Then later on, I'll just edit it together. So you wouldn't even know that I'm recording multiple videos at one time. And that's the process of batch recording and why it's so brilliant. But what if you only want to do short content? You might only want to do shorts or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and only do short content. It's the same process, but you would do a bigger frequency of videos. So instead of doing 2 videos, because they're long form and take a longer time, you might do 10 videos or 20, depending on how short they are in one setting. So if you have all your ideas researched and planned, that's why it's so important to research and plan at the beginning, so you can sit down and say 20 ideas, right? Give you different titles. And I even use ChatGPT, the free version, and Bing, the web search engine, to help me come up with ideas for videos. So then I can sit down and do a whole bunch of batch recording for short form content. After you have all your videos, now you need to batch edit. So what you're gonna do is take all your footage and throw it into your editor. Let me show you how I break it up to get a month's worth of content. I start with 2 long form videos. The first long form video is chopped up into 2 to 5 pieces depending on the type of content. The second long form video is chopped up the same way with either 2 to 5 pieces of content depending on what the video is about. I then batch record a whole set of short clips for social media. Then with all the B-roll I have, I use those to make quotes and memes to extend my content even further. Once you get a final version of all your clips, export those clips. Now with DaVinci Resolve and CapCut, you can actually upload straight to YouTube and TikTok right from the platforms. And that's one thing I really like, especially about DaVinci Resolve, because it would take your marker settings and it can upload straight to your YouTube channel, which makes things even easier. So you got all your content, but now you need to get it out. This is where the scheduling magic happens. Now there's different ways you can schedule content. I use Facebook Meta, their business suite, for my IG account. It links to your Facebook account, but you have to have a business account to do this. And you can also, with TikTok, the other platform I use, you can upload straight from the desktop version. Now the caveat to TikTok desktop version is you don't get real access to the full tools if you use TikTok for mobile, and you can't schedule a whole month. With Meta Business Suite, you can schedule a whole month of Facebook and Instagram content. You can use other third-party tools. I use Buffer for TikTok to upload throughout the rest of the month, because Buffer, the free account, allows you to have 3 social media accounts and you can do 30 days of posts. So I use a combination of all of these to schedule my posts. So if you want to take a little bit more time, you can take all your content, put it onto your phone, and use TikTok. Now, if you're using your phone to record everything, you can download CapCut right onto your phone, edit, and have all the full sound. So it would even save you even more time when you're scheduling and batching your content. I know this is a lot of upfront work if you want to make content. Me making music, man, I've been making music for 15 years, and the social media game just changed. I always thought that my talents alone would get me seen, get me heard, get me placements in TV and movies, but it's just a new day and age, and we have to market ourselves. So batch recording, scheduling, planning, and research, this is just something you have to do alongside with music creation. And if you want a real breakdown of how I schedule, edit, take notes, and everything with Notion, check out this next video.